Hey everybody, thank you for stopping by Kelly's Prepping Kitchen today. I'm in my pantry doing a little bit of organizing and spring cleaning, and it just dawned on me, it's been a while since I've done a video on how to start your own long-term storage. So I thought I'd put out maybe a different video each day, just focusing on one suggestion, like one category. Today I thought I'd go over some meat options, because I know it can be intimidating to start a prepper pantry, and it can just get overwhelming, and everybody thinks, oh, it's expensive, I don't have the space, I don't have the money, I don't have the time. But the truth is that if you just put away a little bit each time you go grocery shopping, look for those sales, buy one get one free, or 10 for $1, things like that, and just slowly start putting stuff away. You can put things in your working pantry, which is what I typically refer to as the closet I have in my kitchen, and the cabinets where I'm constantly getting into it multiple times a day. And then I've got what is kind of my long-term storage. And I get it, not everybody has the space, but if you put your mind to it and get those creative juices flowing, you'll be surprised how you can find space. They have those bins that you can put under your bed. You can put things in your linen closet. You would be surprised. But today I'm going to start with talking about some meat options, because I know the first thing people start stressing about when they're putting things away is, where do I begin? Do I go get a little bit of everything, or do I just focus on one area? So I thought I'd focus on one area today, and that's going to be meats. So I'm going to talk about some shelf-stable meats that have a long shelf life, that don't require refrigeration. And we're going to start with this bacon that I got on sale at Kroger the other day. So it was already marked down, but then they marked it down even further to $1.58. So shelf-stable bacon is a good thing to have in your pantry. And I would say, more important than that, I'm looking this way because I'm sitting in front of all my soups, but a really good place to start, because they're kind of complete meals, is just look for soups that have meat in it if you're looking for protein options, because protein's going to be what it takes to fill us up, to sustain us, to go longer in between meals if we ever get into some kind of situation where there's food shortages or you can't get out of your house for whatever reason. So I would say start with some of these soup options that have meat in them. Like, we've got the Dinty Moore chicken and dumplings. This is good, but you kind of have to add a lot of seasoning to it. They also have, like, I've got some stews down here, like the Dinty Moore beef stew. This is good to me. It tastes just like pot roast. I mean, it needs a little bit of seasoning as well, but right now we're just talking about things that are good to have in your pantry, that make complete meals. So, like, here's some beef taco soup. I would start there. I would start with soups, because they're going to be kind of complete meals that you can also bulk up if you're trying to feed a larger family. You can put rice in it. You can boil up some noodles and put that in to just make it more of a bulky, filling meal. So I'm sorry I have to bend down here, but I've got a bunch of different meats. Here is a summer sausage. This is excellent to have too. Long shelf life. If you're making a casserole, maybe some potatoes that you want to put some ham or sausage in, you can just cut this up. Now, once you open this package, you're going to need to use it soon, or put it in a refrigerator. So depending on the circumstances, if you are in a situation where you're without power and you have to break into one of these, yeah, you're going to have to kind of eat it quickly. You're not going to be able to cut into it and then just set it aside for a couple of weeks and it be okay. I mean, maybe if you wrap it, but so that's my next suggestion, something like that. I'm not a fan, I don't eat seafood, but this is my husband's. This is a shredded squid. I think he got it from some kind of specialty Asian market, but it looks like it's freeze-dried, so I don't know if you put it in ramen noodles or what, but I thought that was interesting looking. And let me just bring this up to my lap. Things like, I guess this is, oh, herring. Again, I don't eat seafood. This is my husband's, but it says kipper snacks. I'm guessing that's some kind of fish. And then we've got sardines. And then I actually like these hams. To me, it's basically Spam that is shaped like ham, but I love it. You can bake these around the holidays. You can, you know, put a glaze on it, like a, you know, a honey glaze, or pineapple, put pineapple chunks and cherries on it. And these things are still pretty affordable now. I mean, the last time I checked, they were probably around $4, but this could definitely feed a small family, or for an even smaller person, family, or one person, then, you know, this could actually last you quite a few meals. You can also cut it up and fry it like Spam, put it over rice with eggs. So I do recommend these fully cooked hams. Let's see what I got here. Oh my goodness, that's heavy. Beef jerky. This is like a wonder snack, okay? Whenever we're out hiking, and if you take a Knorr pasta side or something along those lines, like a, oh, what's some other things, like the pastaroni, and when you're boiling the water that you boil the noodles in, tear up some pieces of beef jerky and throw that in there. Like I made a beef stroganoff one time. It was a Knorr pasta side beef stroganoff flavor, but obviously it didn't have the meat in it. And I just shredded up some pieces of beef jerky, and it rehydrates and becomes so tender and juicy. It tastes just like you made it fresh. So I think that jerky is a good thing to have in your prepper pantry. This is some freeze-dried rotisserie chicken that we made, but I know not everybody has a freeze dryer, but when it comes to freeze-dry food, I love Augustin Farms. I know there's other companies out there, but if you get on Amazon around Black Friday or their Prime Day sale, you can catch some really, really good deals on freeze-dried foods. So be looking for the freeze-dried chicken, ground beef. They might have other things since I last looked, but they're really good food, long shelf life if you don't have to open it for a long time. I think they can last up to 40 years. So freeze-dried meat is an alternative. And then again, this depends on your family size or what the situation is. If you're making a bug out bag or something, then these little individual servings of meat come in handy, but they also sell them in different can sizes, like smaller and then larger. But just to give you some ideas, here is some pulled pork and barbecue sauce, and then I've got some shredded beef brisket. And I can't remember where I got this. I know this, obviously great value. This came from Walmart. This may have come from H-E-B, but you just got to look around. I mean, most grocery stores, even Family Dollar, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, they've got little packaged meats. And then things like chili is a good, open the can and eat it, no need to cook it. So that's a good protein option for you. And then this dried beef, if you like chipped beef and gravy, or I'll say stuff on a shingle, and you make up some white gravy sauce and put it over toast with this chopped up. I think this is real salty, so you might need to rinse it first if it's anything like that cured ham. But they basically just look like big, huge pepperonis. And you maybe rinse them if you don't want that much salt on them, and then just dice it up, put it over some toast with some creamy gravy, and then you got a meal. These, I think I got this from Dollar General, and they're meatballs. I haven't tried them, but when I got these, I posted them on my community page, and there were people that raved about them that said these are really good. I want to say it was like $3 or $4, but I think it makes 2 servings. So I haven't tried this yet, but just something to think about. Obviously, tuna is kind of the go-to. And again, you know, if I'm going somewhere, going on a day hike or whatever, I'll take a single serving. But we also have, you know, cans of different sizes, and I even have this big bag that I got on clearance that I think is 10 pounds or something that I'm going to throw in the freeze dryer. I got it on clearance for like $5, which was an excellent deal. Let's see what else we got. And if you are not into canning, you might want to consider doing that. That's how they did it back in the day, and that's how, you know, many people were self-sufficient. And I don't do the canning in our home. My husband does it all. It's like very therapeutic to him. But you can pretty much can almost any type of meat. We've got chicken, we've got ground beef, we've got hot dogs. The hot dogs look a little sketch, but they still taste good. But they kind of explode and look like a bunch of deformed fingers. It's not very appealing to look at, especially to my vegetarian daughters. They come in and it looks like Frankenstein lab or something with just all these gross things in jars. But anyway, my point is, if you're not into canning, there's a lot of great videos on YouTube on how to can. You just need some basic supplies, and then that's probably one of the most economical ways to do it, if I'm being honest. Just start canning your own meat. And let's see what else we got. I think I got these from the Dollar Tree, and I haven't tried them yet, but it's by a brand called Clark. And this is a ham spread, and this is a chicken spread. So $1.25, that's probably like a single serving. Or if you want to split it with someone as a snack and just kind of put it on some crackers. But I haven't tried that, but you know, just something to think about. The options are quite endless. And these are all things that if you lost power, or let's say you had an emergency in your family, or whatever the case may be, your kids are home alone, they don't really know how to cook, they can go open these things and just eat them or make a simple meal out of it. Now here is just some packaged chicken. Again, they come in different sizes, but I'm just showing you the packaged individual servings. Same with the Spam. Here's I think these are getting harder and harder to come by. I've had them for over a year, but this too is popular in the hiker community because it's just one single serving. I know when we make Spam, I hate opening the can and then we put it in the refrigerator because we don't use it all at once. Then months go by and we forget about it. So it's nice to have these little single servings of Spam. They make a nice little fried Spam sandwich. And then you got some Vienna sausage here. And you know, this is, you can do beans and wieners. You can do, what else can you do with these? I think I've seen people make those little tin muffins, those individual muffins that are corn muffins, and they put one of these hot dogs down in the middle of it, and it kind of makes like a little corn dog muffin. So that is an option. And then the last thing I'm going to show you, just because it's getting really hard to maneuver around here, I could probably move some things and dig up a couple of more ideas, but you get the basic idea here. So this is my all-time favorite. This is the Keystone beef. Now this is getting harder and harder to find. I've never been able to find it in my local Walmart. I had to order it online from Keystone, but I'm so glad I did. Kind of pricey, but you can make multiple meals. We usually get about 3 meals out of a can of Keystone meat, and it's delicious. Tastes like you cooked it in a slow cooker all day. It's seasoned pretty well. But let's just say for this can of beef, I've made pot roast out of it, you know, just opening up a can of carrots and a can of potatoes and then opening a packet of brown gravy. We've done like shepherd's pie, just different things like that. We've made sandwiches, quesadillas with barbecue sauce. So there's a lot of alternatives, recipes there. But let's see, what else? I think I pretty much showed you the gist of today's meat, but I will do another video tomorrow I'll try to maybe focus on vegetables or focus on pastas or something like that. But I just wanted to get this started this morning while it's on my mind, while I'm thinking of it. I hope that y'all are doing well. I hope you're having a blessed day, and we'll be in touch. Talk soon. Take care.